Hello, Michael. I went to babysit my granddaughters yesterday, and my youngest granddaughter, you should have sound now. Oh, please tell me. Okay, cool. Um, so I went to babysit my granddaughters yesterday, and my youngest granddaughter goes for speech therapy. And this whole summer, she has been watching Peppa Pig and, okay, I'm not going to touch it. She's been watching Peppa Pig and Bluey, and she's 3 years old, and she has developed an English accent, and it is hysterically funny. I'm there, and she's like, "Would you make me a flower?" I was like, "What the hell is going on?" It was so funny. So we're laughing. What is her speech therapist going to say when she starts school again next month? But yeah, it was so funny. No, Nana can't say no to that. But honestly, it was hysterically funny. Like I couldn't stop laughing because she would ask me a question, and I mean, not for nothing, but the girl's from Connecticut, and she'd ask me a question, and she sounded so British. Oh, all right, sorry, I'm trying to. I had to restart my computer a few times, and all my settings got messed up, so I had to. I had to knock stuff on the ground. That's what I had to do. So anyway, I have been busy, busy, busy. I worked on making an off-center jig. I had seen Cindy Drozda had done a video on off-center jigs, and she had this one there, and um, well, you know what? I have heard the Scottish accent is basically a combination between an English accent and a Southern drawl. It's like a bizarre combo. Anyway, um, so Cindy Drozda had this thing on, and I kept doing screenshots of the video I was watching, the live stream I was watching, so that I could see what this off-center jig looked like, because I tried to make the one that my friend had, and it just wasn't. I don't know. It just wasn't strong enough. I just wasn't able to keep the stuff on the jig. So and hers, you attach it with screws, and I was like, all right, I can actually do like a long candle holder that way, or a long bud vase, like off center turning and stuff. But I wanted to start with just the decorative off center scrolling in the center here, so that way I did put turquoise dust in here, and I guess that I didn't do the grooves deep enough. I also didn't particularly like this design that I made, so I tried everything. I tried everything with the other one, but this one works great, so it doesn't matter. Um, but I don't know if I think what I'm going to do is do a few. I'm going to, on this blank that I have here, I'm going to set it up on the jig, and I'm going to do it with a pencil first to the different things. Of course, go right ahead. What was your question? And hello. Um, but the I'm going to make a little box. with a pretty lid, but I'm not crazy about this design. So I'm going to, can't get this. I'm going to play with the design a little bit before I cut the grooves. And you can help me decide. Yes, please. Thank you, Michael. Hello, what was your question? So I'm going to, while I wait for Sequel. Hopefully I said that right. Oh. I'm not good with that kind of stuff. While I wait for his question, I'm going to show you this jig. So this was as best as, oh, yeah, you know what? That would be better question for one of the live streams on religion. This is about wood turning. So we can always talk about that later, not now. I am a Christian, but I'm not going to talk about that now. This is wood turning. Anyway, so what this jig is, I hope that I got this right, but it's working. So it's okay, where is it? It's several pieces. I did it with several pieces of plywood, and there's a pin. It's just a, you're no bother at all. This just isn't the place for it. That's all. But thank you, and please feel welcome to stay. Um, so this is just a pin that you put there, like when it's completely lined up in the center, so that you know it's perfectly centered, and you never end up messing up again. As far as everything goes. Hey, Ray. Um, but so this was on the bottom here. I did 2 pieces of plywood. I'm going to take this completely apart so you can see. So I did, it's basically 2 pieces and a few bolts holding it together. And it's stuck together. Come on. Oh gosh, did I do this in? Okay, hold on. These screws were too long. Ah, that's not going to work. All right. So I'm going to take this off today. I had put this back on so that I didn't have to keep putting tension against the wood, but I used screws that were too long, and you're not going to be able to turn it if this is on there. So I'm going to take this off. And I do have a hole drilled in the back there. So we don't necessarily need it. I just figured to use it for save on wear and tear. I thought for sure. I thought these screws were only 1 inch. But clearly they went all the way through. Yeah, because I can see it was just the tip. So what I'll do is I'll put that back on, and then I'll just sand off. So then that way I don't get anything hitting this front panel that needs to be able to move. So the way this front panel, oh, nice, shop time. So the way this works is you have the back piece here. I got my friend Will at the hardware store recommended that I get these I get collars, I guess they're called, so that I don't keep screwing in and screwing out of just the wood and put any tension on the wood. So I have those there because those screws get tightened and loosened over and over and over again. And then I did do a big hole in the back there so that you could access the back of the piece you're working on. So the way this works, I put lines at the top. When it's lined up completely, that pin I showed you will go all the way through. This pin will go all the way through. This this on the bottom never gets taken out. It gets loosened so that I can move it, but it never gets taken out. But I am going to take it out right now so that I can put the piece I'm going to work on. I did mark the center of this. I feel like I'm really discombobulated today, but I think it's because I'm really excited over this. Okay, so let's get this. I'm just going to get this started. I'm going to switch the camera. To overhead for a minute. Okay, so I put a mark in there. So now I know it's completely centered. Let's put this in. What's happening? I knew that was going to happen. All right, so, and one of the reasons I did the hole in the back here is so that these raised screws do not end up hitting this part. And I think that just one is enough for today. So let's see, which is the top and the top. Let me just get this started. I should put a larger, thing on there so that I don't have to keep worrying about it. But okay, so now you can see how this, let me loosen this one up, make sure it's loose enough. It just needs to be loosened enough. So when I have this perfectly centered, I'm right smack in the middle. I can go to the side. See, I got to get a different, what do you call it? I have to have a, what the heck do you call that thing? A washer. Duh. I have to have a washer on it. But, hey, Cindy. Goodness sake, I'm sorry. The end of ditz. It's got angled downward. Try to keep it above the front edge the whole time. And I don't have to loosen it as much as I was. Okay. So let's just loosen a little bit. Okay. So as you can see, I can now move it to the side. I don't know why it's not moving all the way to the side. Oh, because this screw is in the back there. So I can only move it to that side, two points, and 2 points that way. But I think that's enough to give us a pretty cool design. So but I'm going to do it, and I can obviously just do it. Let's do in the middle, in between those two. So I'm going to do, I'll move this to tailstock. So what I'm So as you see, I have this screwed in with just one screw at the moment. All right, it's centered, it's screwed in pretty tight. I could do one more screw, but you see I have access in the back here so that if I don't feel like it's secure enough, I can put a second screw in, which I'm going to do, just to make sure it's not going to twist on me. And that's the thing. I had to drill a different hole to get it perfectly centered, and I had done recesses for all the other screw holes, so this way it didn't block that from being able to twist all the way. But anyway, so we're going to try it first with this just slightly off center, and all I'm going to do is draw a line on it just so that I can see what the designs look like, and then that way I know what I want to. I don't have to keep cutting and then sanding. I don't think there'll be any projectiles. This is screwed on pretty tight. And this is my jet chuck, not the crap one. So let's see. I'm not even going to bother putting my, let's see, this is not centered, or a pencil. All right. So I am slightly off center. If you remember, I'm a little bit off center. So what is centered here is not going to stay centered. All right. So there I have that. Now I'm going to move it to the other side of my center, the same distance over. And I do believe I'm going to end up removing that center screw and putting a different one on. All right, so now my center is someplace else. Oop. Ah. All right, well, now we get to see what this looks like. So yeah, I'm not liking that at all. That's an ugly design. So let's just sand that off a little bit. Yeah, something has to go flying or not go right. Well, I broke a pen. I broke a pencil. There you go. That's as close as we came to breaking anything right at the moment. Give me time. We just started. And I do have to cut this at 2 o'clock today, absolutely, no matter what we're doing, because I have a doctor's appointment. Okay. So let's see what. Can you see it? Okay. Let's see. Let's go further. Let's go all the way to that line. Oh, I might like this. Okay, I might like this. Now let's go all the way to the other side. Come on. Ay, ay, ay. Huh. There you go, Michael. What is happening? Why isn't it going? There we go. Got it. I have no idea what I just messed up, but I'm going to take it off in a minute and see. But no, it wouldn't be one of my live streams if something didn't break. I actually like this a lot. Okay. I actually like this a lot. But I'm going to go back. I didn't really do this dark enough on the first one. Where was I? I was all the way to here, right? Yeah. Was I all the way to there? No, no. It was one thing over. All right, so now this way I know I can get the exact same lines. And now I broke this pencil. So that is what it would look like. It's kind of cool. Obviously, it would be round. Let's make it, but it's kind of cool. All right, let's take this off and go even further. Thank you, Scoop. Yeah, it's like trying to figure out the pendant art. All right, so let me get another pencil. Has to be one that's sharpened. Okay. Now, let's try. Let me take this screw out and put a different screw in. Oh, look at that screw was popping all the way up. All right. I was screwing it up big time. All right. So let's do, just going to put this one here. And then I could take the center one out. Yeah, you need to have that. Okay. So now I should be able to turn it better. All right. This is also not flat. I didn't chew this up at all. So this is all just flying by the seat of my pants here. Let's go all the way to the outside. That's as far as it's going to go. So I should mark that so I know how far it goes and get rid of that one all the way at the outside edge, right? Okay, so there's that. Oh, gosh. Well, that's because that went all the way out to the edge. Ay, ay, ay. Maybe we try a pen. Now this will go flying, right? So I want to go, where do I want to go? All right, so this is way out here. Can you see that? Okay, Mike, see you in a few. All right, now I don't want to go all the way to this outer edge. Not that who knows if I could, but don't want to go all the way out there. But I want to go equivalent to, there you go. That looks about the same. About the same, almost. All right, let's do that. Mark where this outer edge is so that I know if I have to go back to it for any reason, I can. Uh-oh, more spending, Michael? Holy cow, I got to come live by you. Oh, that's cool. I like that. This did not mark it well, but hopefully you can see that. You can't see the second one. All right, guess what? I really like it. I'm going to cut it. Let's do it. And this is way too high for this now because it's been for pencils. About right. All right, and I'm going to go a little deeper, but I'm going to use this screwdriver that I made. I made this screwdriver, and what I did was I just took a flat edge screwdriver and I just sharpened it to a point. Yeah, I didn't sharpen it enough, clearly. All right, now we're going to turn it. Is that deep enough? When I sand, it's not going to be deep enough. Let's do this one more time before I move it. I'm going to use this tool instead. All right, that's nice and deep now. Okay, so now we don't need this stinking screwdriver that I made. It did not work. All right, and now let's go all the way to this edge. All right, now, where do we want? This is, Why do I feel like that really? Oh no, that looks good. Let's go deeper. All right. Now, let's do a little sanding, and then we're going to put my helmet on and chew this up. Actually, this is silly. I should just center it now. Go back to center. I'll put my pin in to make sure that I'm perfectly centered. And we're good. All right. Now I think what I'm going to do, a bit of rough edges there. Oh, that's kind of cool. Look at there's like diamonds cut out in there. Ooh, I'm liking it. I think I'm going to just put a little bit of black India ink on there. No, we're going to do red. I'm going to do red. Sorry. I'm going to do red, and then that way I can sand it off after I finish truing it up. I want to get this red. I'm going to coat the whole thing with it. But I want to get it in the grooves mostly. And then I'll sand it back off. I'm making a bit of a mess here, but that's okay. Because now you can see the pattern. And when I sand it off, obviously, only the design will stay. Oh, I got my new jig dirty. Okay. Let's get this here and here. And now it's centered so I can work on it. I'll end up cutting some of the design off. but that's okay as long as the design is centered in it. A little bit more to go. Let's speed this up a little bit. All right. Now let's go. Almost there. Let's switch you to overhead. Go up to about 1500. All right. I'm going to just smooth over this front edge. If I lose some of the red, it's all right. I don't like that. I'm just using the one side of the gouge. Trying to learn how to use this gouge. And I don't want to go across and really skim cut it because I really don't want to lose a lot of my design. But let's just see. All right, that'll be pretty. Let's go one more pass. That is not what I want to do. I don't want to lose a lot of my design. Okay, the rest of it I'll sand off. Now, let me just sand this a little bit. Hey, Johnny. Did you survive, Michael? And he's not back yet. I wonder how much this is costing him per minute. So, unlike a normal box, because this is on here with screws in the bottom, I can't line up, I can't cut it and have it perfect. I can't have this top be the top part to the bottom of the box. Is that making sense? I have to turn this piece around. Let me get that a little bit more there. I can't seem to get this. Here's the sanding thing I have. There it is. Yeah, I have this one band right there. I'm hoping that when I get better at this, um, that I can use the turquoise dust and stuff. Like if I can get a little bit more aggressive with the cuts. Yeah, I am going to lose. I'm going to lose all the cuts. We may have to go through this all over again. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to end up having to do this all over again. And I have to do the cuts way deeper. Okay, still got it going backwards. Oh, gosh. This one piece is still there. This box is getting tinier and tinier. Pretty soon it'll be a pill box. Still trying to learn how to use this. Now, I promised nothing was going to go flying today. Oh, how on earth did that happen? That is a big catch. What happened? I don't understand what happened. And Brian, hey Mike, Brian, did I scare you? All right, what happened? That whole piece came out. All right, probably should have glued. Yeah, see, I got to go to the dermatologist in a little bit. She's gonna be like, "What the heck have you been doing to yourself?" No, Ryan, no damage done. You won't be getting your inheritance anytime sooner. But you may have to come and take care of your mama. What do you think? I cannot believe that actually gave way. That actually was pretty insane. But then again, it's my typical live stream. Okay. Oh, really hurt. Let's get this. Alrighty then. Let's try this again. Let's try this again. All better. No, not really. That's part of my problem. Okay. I do need a bigger washer. That's what I said before. Yeah, definitely need a bigger washer. All right, now I'm going to try doing the things again. Yeah, I have a bigger washer out in the garage. You would think that I would just actually go out and get it, but that seems like too much trouble. Oh, I got the pin in. We're going to do much deeper grooves. I'm going to go slower. Actually, I'll be honest with you, I think I'm going to leave it like that. Kind of like it. Let's go sandy. I keep forgetting. I don't have to sand it with it off center. And I have a different idea. Needs to be fixed there. But I am going to use a marker to draw the lines in instead of soaking the whole thing. I'll take that off for a second. Ooh. Should I do one in the center? No. No, I'm not putting it back yet. No. Hey, Ben. You have a few little cuts there. Didn't do so well. Let me put my glasses on so I can see what I'm doing. Let's go. Take care, Johnny. So I think what I'm going to do, instead of making the whole box, because you know how I just wanted to practice on this thing, I'm going to cut this lid off. I'll make the box later. There we go. That's pretty good. I'll make the box to go with it later. But I wanted to try something else where I just make like an off-center dot. Cindy Drozda was doing it. It was that's good. It was buttons. She was making like button things. And I want to see if I put a few little crystals in an off-center recess, if it would look like one of the buttons. Now let's just cut this off. And then I'll put a different. Now, in order to make this lid, you would then have to put it in the chuck with the decorative part inside the chuck and then hollow out the inside here. So it had a bit of work left to go in order to make it a lid. I want to just get this sanded though on the side here. You know, I swear I had all my tools sitting here. So then that way everything was at arm's length here. Here it is. So I will save this piece of wood, and this will be the bottom to the box. I'll turn it around, put it in a regular chuck. Now, before I do this, let's just see what this is going to look like. I can just get it wet. That's going to be pretty, right? That'll be a pretty little box. This way you can see the colors it's going to be. That'll be a pretty little box. It's going to be tiny, that's for sure. Okay, Ray, thank you so much for coming by. So there, that's what the lid will look like. I think it's cute. Hey, Dawn. All right, so now let's take this off. I want to put another piece on here real quick. Promise I'm not going to take forever. Okay. And because I have the recess in the back here, I can take the screws out. Without taking everything apart. I mean, I really, clearly, I don't need that many screws. So this bottom is going to be pretty small, but it'll be a pretty little pillbox. All right, let's go here. Let me get this centered. I just want to I don't know why I'm so concerned about getting it centered since I end up cutting so much of it off, but whatever. So I have to make sure that I get the screws below the line. I just put 2 in there. That'll be enough. Especially if the thing goes flying off the lathe, it's not going to help anybody. Away. All right. Now this time, I'm going to get it trued up first so that I can see where I want the dot. Oh my gosh. I am trying so hard to use this damn chisel and I am just a complete spaz with it. I'm not going to use this. Looks like it's off center already. Everybody just has to have patience with me. I know how to... Wow. Okay, so those collars clearly needed to be glued in. Holy cow. Look at that. Nice and tight. But they're still on here. That does not help me. That does not help. So I guess that I will be gluing them in. Hey, Dawn. One more try. I really wanted this thing to work. Getting pretty frustrated, but I guess I'm learning everything that needs to be fixed on it. I didn't have any instructions on how to make this. I just watched a video where Cindy Drozda was using it, and I tried to copy it as best I could. So I didn't have any directions. I just went to the hardware store, and my friend Will helped me find all the pieces of hardware. He was the one who suggested the collars, but I should have thought about gluing them in. It didn't dawn on me. I probably could, Don. Um, but with the way things go flying around my shop, do we really want steel flying around? I do enough damage with wood. I think I'm seeing what's wrong with it. I need to glue certain parts in. Makes sense. I'm like so paranoid now. Did anybody watch my video with my friend? It would be much stronger, but you would be amazed at what I could do with even really strong things. Did anybody watch my video with my friend Len? He was so patient with me. And it was like 5 hours of classes of teaching me. And so there's still things that I know how to do it. He showed me how to do it. It'll just be a while before I can learn to implement it. Still. What is going on? This dull? Let's go. We'll switch to a different badge. Uh, yeah, I worry about me hurting myself too. But I don't pay attention to what I'm doing a lot of times, and I start going too quickly and end up on my own worst enemy. Is uh, is Benjamin still on here? Benjamin, you had to hear I was telling Michael Wilson before that yesterday I was babysitting my granddaughter, and she's been watching too much Peppa Pig and Bluey, and has developed a English accent. I was like, what is going on? I'm being as careful as I usually am, Don. I promise. I'll try. I try. Now, that was fancy. That was fancy. Don, you weren't watching when I was, the one day I was turning something so large it went flying off the lathe and took out two of my cameras. My son was on here before. You can ask him. In, he knows how bad I am. Well, I guess that's not going to work without gluing the things in. It just keeps. All right, well, let's do this then. Let's take this off. I'm going to have to. Jeez Louise. You see? I'm so clumsy. I'm going to just put this in a regular chuck. And I'll glue these collars in and come back to this some other day. How's that? Which I know me, that'll be tomorrow. I'm going to change out this chuck. Oh, whacking chuck? Yeah. Well, he's a lot more careful and a lot more conscientious than me, but it happens to all of us, I guess. I just tend to cause it myself because I get going too fast. Let's see. I want to see if I can do instead of doing a button, I'll just do an inlay. Actually, this is so off center already. I might be able to do it. It's already off center. Slightly off center. I should have done it a little smaller. It would have been fine. So a little bit bigger. Max RPM is 3,000. These may be too big. Okay, sorry, wasn't paying attention. Not like that one. That one's too big. So this is Amazonite. I'm going to put a little bit of turquoise powder in there as well. Nope, shouldn't have done that. Should not have done that. I don't like that color. Twelve 21 lathe. Oh, okay. 3,600. I don't know. Yeah, I thought this had 3,000. How would I know? I don't know. I've gotten it up to about 28. Okay. All right. Let's do this again without that turquoise. I thought that turquoise dust would be pretty, but boy, it is a completely different color. And it really like overpowered this. So that was not going to happen. This has a little peach in it. There's all different colors in it. Okay. 1640. Jet 1640. All right. It's a Jet 1640. Yeah. Yeah, Jet 1640. 1640. Yeah. Oh, it goes up to 32? Oh. Let's get this going a little bit to dry it. And I am going to put so after what we've been through, let's do this. Okay, duh, I'm not even paying attention. Yeah. So what, please? Outdoor shield on those stones. No, I got my shield on. Well, when you come from New Jersey, voice texting isn't all that much better than the keypad because the phone cannot understand a Jersey accent no matter how hard I try. I said that resonating Amy. I said she texted something and then she was trying to correct it. So I'd understand what she was saying. I said, don't worry, I speak voice text. I understand what you're saying. Let's just see how this is going to look. Yeah, not real pretty. Not as pretty as I had hoped. No, not liking it. Huh. Yes, we're very good with Italian food. All right. Well, I guess you live and learn. I learned what's wrong with my jig. I learned what was wrong with it. Um, this did not come out nearly as pretty as I had hoped. Nope, it's actually ugly. But I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? I learned, if nothing else, I learned from it. And oh, I have to fix this jig in order to. I wanted to do like an off center candle holder. I wanted to do a whole lot with that jig and do a fancy candle holder or a bud vase. I have it all set and ready to go. Got my holes drilled. Everything's ready. And yeah, guess I'm going to have to glue that thing together before I can go any further. But at least I did one lid. That came out pretty cute. Came out pretty cute. Let's see. I didn't put any sealant. Let me put some sealant on it. Let's just see if both of these things look better with some sealant. Oh, there you go. Chowder Festival. Nice. Yeah, this one. I should never put that accelerator on the, see? Uh, I'm never going to learn. The CA glue, you cannot put that accelerator on it because it makes it white. Okay, let's turn this way. I'm talking to you and you're not seeing what I'm doing at all. Yeah, so the CA glue turned it all white. The accelerator on the CA glue. All right, well, this one came out pretty. I like this. This one looks good. And actually, with the sealant in it, there's a little bit of a sparkle just on the inside. That's pretty. I would imagine it was down the Jersey Shore, not up north here. Probably Cape May or Wildwood. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of cool the way it looks shiny inside the grooves. I like that, actually. Actually looks pretty. And actually, what I could have done was taken this whole center out and then fill that in. Maybe Sea Isle City. Would have to be down the Jersey Shore. Would not be up north here. Pretty. Ugly. Pretty. Pretty. Ugly. Pretty ugly. All right. I am going to go get ready for my doctor's appointment. And unfortunately, no end product today. It had to be on the shore. I'm surprised it wasn't Cape May or Wildwood. Sea City, Atlantic City. Trying to think of big ones. I thank you to everybody who stuck with me till the end. I shall, okay, let's go back to, face, even though I don't really want you to see my face. Yes, get back to me. Let me know what town it was. Jersey Shore has that. New Jersey has everything. We have skiing, we have beaches, we have everything. And we have really good Italian food. Hmm Um, but anyway, thank you all so much for sticking with me. This was a learning lesson. We're just going to say that. Instead of getting frustrated and beating myself up today, I'm just going to say it was a day of learning. um, and a day of learning that I need to glue things in instead of assuming that when you hammer them in that they're going to stay. Unfortunately, I thought with these groove things that it would stay, but I mean, it makes sense. I mean, enough for nothing. The vibrations that are in it are way more than what these uh, things would normally be. Take care, Dawn. Thank you so much for sticking with me. And I will get larger washers and I will glue these things in. And maybe Friday, I will do another live stream to do my off-center candle holder or bud vase, whatever it turns out to be. I don't know if I can drill a hole. It depends on how far I go off center. But anyway, I'm gonna glue this in now. We do have to crawl before we walk. That's right. That's right. And I'm getting there. I'm getting there. That's why I say in my description, my journey. Join me on my journey because learning something new every day. All right. Be well, everyone. Thank you.